Greetings. Welcome back. Did you get to practice your simple meditation? If so, how does it feel? Do you hear any different sounds? Do you have any glimpses of light? Each one of us is wired differently. Each one of us will have a different experience. Each one of us are on the same path, yet we are all on different parts of the road. You are not alone on this journey. It may seem like it. By practicing meditation daily, you will begin to feel the love and tranquility that exists inside. Taming your mind is not easy. It's probably the most difficult thing to do in the universe. But with practice, you can do it. Don't fight the mind. When thoughts come in, just let them disappear into the night. You can never truly stop the mind, but you can master it. You can be in control of the mind instead of the mind controlling you. Big difference. The body has to learn how to relax when you meditate. Be patient with it. Be kind to yourself. Start to pay attention to your body and listen. The body has intelligence. Remember, your DNA is both physical and spiritual. Imagine your DNA is talking to you. It is all the time. We are just not aware of it. Your higher self is contained in your DNA. Imagine you have trillions of cells in your body. Stop, look, and listen daily. Slowly increase your meditation time. Don't get lazy or too aggressive. There is a balance. Start with 5 minutes and slowly increase your time. Learn to love to meditate. Your attitude is everything in your practice. Without a proper attitude, you will have a hard time to meditate. There are many meditation practices. When I first began to meditate, I thought there was a magic one. There was one where if I received it, it would be so easy to meditate. Years later, I realized that all the ways will take you there. Each one is different and unique, yet the experience is the same. Trust me on this. I've practiced a lot of different techniques. I still use the technique or focus on my breath. I would consider this to be a universal technique. All the meditation practices I have seen use this technique. It seems so simple. It is. To the mind, it's, come on, is that all you got? Yet the entire universe is breathing, and so are you. There is a power behind your breath that is keeping you alive. Now that is a literal fact. When this power leaves the body, you have died. This is the soul which all religions have talked about. In essence, by concentrating on your breath, you are tapping into the true essence. Another reason why this technique is so powerful is that you can use this in your everyday activities of life, not just sitting down. What does this mean? It means that you have the potential to be one with your true nature. As I have said that in the beginning, you meditate on the source, and at some point of time, source begins to meditate on you. You still must make effort, but you can see and feel this connection so strongly. There will never be a time when you can clap your hands and say, I totally got it. On this incredible journey, you will never stop learning. This is the way of life. Even the universe is learning moment by moment. So start to develop a practice where in each and every moment you try to concentrate on your breath. When you lay down for the night, concentrate on your breath. Make the breath your friend, which it is. Without it, you won't be alive. The entire universe lies inside. All the great masters have said, the kingdom of heaven lies within. So once again, be patient with your practice. Love your practice. Be thankful that you are learning and experiencing your true nature. You are kind. You are love. You are patient. You are compassion. All these traits are the power of your true nature. Over time, by meditating on your breath, the journey will unfold. We search for God in so many different ways. Some go to the mountains to pray. Some go to the desert to meditate. Some people go to their churches, temples, or mosques. Yet the holiest of temples lie inside of you. You are hardwired to discover God inside of you. You are custom built. You are built in the image of God. How about that? Mystics have talked about this for time immemorial. Let thy eye be single, and the whole body shall be full of light. The kingdom of heaven lies within. There's a famous poem that goes like this. There is a palace in the sky. A blind man sees a light more brilliant than 1,000 suns. A deaf man listens to the unstruck music. A lame man climbs the ladder and drinks the nectar of life. The poem goes on. The final clincher is only a wise man understands what they are talking about.
The next one being your disciple Richard Fletcher, who will ask his own question. Okay.
You look stunning in gold. Namaste. I love you.
My question is, recently when I meditate, it feels like my head is exploding. At times, when I open my eyes, they hurt. But when I close my eyes, they're totally relaxed. I'm having a great time meditating, but at times I'd like to have some guidance in this area. I feel that every single cell of my body is being filled with light. Is this normal?
It's very normal. One of the reasons your eyes hurt when you open them is that the eyes have filled the capillaries, the veins, when you have closed them, have filled with blood. And when you open them, they're shocked by the external light, and they are unhappy because your eyes have been closed and you are beginning to view the light of the Atman, of the soul, which is a very important step in meditation. When we start to see the flame of the soul, the head does begin to feel a sense of expansion, and you call that explosion. It feels as though the head is not big enough. And what we ask you to do at that time is focus on not just the third eye, but the royal road. And so this can cause you to focus on the whole of the crown, the road at the center, up here, and the expansion, opening. So we want you to see this opening and this lotus, this 10,000 feathered lotus. So you can focus on any points of it or the center of it moving up. And this is going to give you more space, because that's what you're looking for, is more space. The light that you are focusing on is quite present. It's really there. You've really entered. And you haven't entered through the Sushumna. You've entered through Shaktipat, and which is sort of not fair. But anyway, you can get there. But you've bypassed kindergarten. So you've still got, your afflictions going on and all sorts of other things going on. The other chakras in there, sort of mixing it up there. And your consciousness has entered the royal road. Uh-oh. And the brain is in nirvana. And it has quieted down. And now there's just one focus. And the light is illuminating, and it's really real. And so it can hurt, even. You can feel like it hurts. And the thing to do is fixate on opening. Fixate on the lotus petals, fixate from the top of the ears and up. Fixate on the center of the opening and moving up. Fixate on the golden light. And allow yourself to see white light within that golden light moving. You can see other colors. You can allow yourself to see blues and pinks moving. And moving up as high as you can see it until you can't see it any longer. And it's going to take care of some of the explosive qualities and pain qualities, and enjoy the feelings. And when you feel these feelings in the cells of your body, sit and enjoy those feelings. You've earned those feelings. And someone else might think, but he hasn't been meditating as long as I have been meditating. Karma is karma. For someone who's been meditating perhaps 30 years in my discipleship, and someone who's been meditating for 1 month and starts to enter into samadhi, but the individual who's been meditating for 1 month may have been meditating for 20,000 years, and the other entity for 30 years has only been meditating 30 years. There's a big discrepancy. You can only be you. That's who you can be. And so really enjoy and let your cells just be permeated. And don't, when I call for you to, I am all in, not me. That command is allowed to come to you when you're ready. That's when you take that. When you're ready is when that command enters you. It's intended to enter you when you're ready, not when you're not ready. There's no reason for it. And enjoy the sensation and the movement and the bliss, the nirvana, the love of being seated in the house of God, and that is you. And really just enjoy that sensation. Good for you. So be it. It's a beautiful, beautiful being.
The definition of a mystic is the following: a person who seeks by contemplation and self-surrender to obtain unity with or absorption into the deity or the absolute, or who believes in the spiritual apprehension of truths that are beyond the intellect. Many moons ago, I heard about the world of a mystic or yogi. I was quite fascinated by it. What were they experiencing? How did they tap into this experience? Is this for a privileged few? How come everyone doesn't know about this? Do you have to give up your life, move into an ashram? I like my life. Can I become a mystic and still carry on with my life? These are the questions I ask myself. Fast forward 46 years. Wow, what an adventure life is. I learned that anyone can learn to go inside and discover their true nature. It's not for a privileged few. In fact, we are hardwired for this experience. We were designed for this experience. Somehow along the way, we have forgotten. No, you don't have to give up anything in your life except for a few things. You must learn to give up anger, greed, war, intolerance, lack of patience, gossip, and all your negative emotions. Don't you think it's wise to take out the trash every once in a while? We have tons of internal housekeeping to do. At times it's difficult and painful for a human being to change. We have a tendency to hold on for dear life, yet we are carrying a huge boulder on our back. Maybe the great mystics were right. Maybe their path was to demonstrate or show that we can throw away our garbage. We don't have to change or walk away from our lives. And a matter of fact, we need to embrace life. The universe is kind. We need to cultivate kindness in our life. We need to plant the seeds of kindness and water them every day. A farmer tills the soil and takes out the weeds. We need to do the same thing. We need to be aware of our actions. Humanity needs to plant the seeds of love, compassion, tolerance, patience, and so much more. Follow the steps of planting the seeds of kindness. Guess what? Over time, you will become a mystic. Every day, watch your breath, moment by moment. Pay attention to it. Focus on it. Try to do this 24 hours a day. It will take time. At first, it will be extremely difficult. Just relax. When you're driving, turn off the music. Put down the cell phone. Pay attention to the road and follow your breath. It's that easy. Over time, you will experience that there's something behind your breath that is keeping you alive. A sense of peace, compassion, love, and bliss will arise. Learn to love to close your eyes and watch your breath go up and down. Learn to be relaxed and focused at the same time. Too much relaxation, you will fall asleep. Too much focus is like trying to break down a door. The door will open on its own time and terms. Just love the opportunity to sit there and discover your true nature. This is not a race. Be patient with yourself. Over time, this world will merge into yours. You can simply close your eyes and you will be filled with love and compassion. Still, every day, we take baby steps. We will never truly say, I have learned everything about our true nature. We will always be infants. Even if you meditate for over 1 billion years, we will still be infants. Remember, we are never born and we never die. So this life is quite the adventure. What we learn from inside, we can take the experience outside. We learn to be kind in the midst of anger. We learn to be compassionate on Facebook. We learn to have patience and tolerance towards others. We can see the thread of love tying us all together. This life that we are given is truly becoming the best that we can handle in all areas of life. This practice enables us to see beyond the box. we can be open to so much more than our limited beliefs and ideas. The universe wants you to discover who you truly are. The universe wants you to reach for the stars. This is the life of a mystic. This is your true nature. Discover who you truly are.
Recently, I read an incredible article which describes the nature of consciousness. It was talking about a term called panpsychism. During the 1920s, Bertrand Russell came up with this term. It's kind of like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? What comes first, a human body or mind? Or is there awareness beyond that? Is the universe aware and consciousness? Is there a conscious quantum soup of consciousness? Does a rock or a flower aware? Does consciousness require a form? How big or how small can the form be to be aware? Is dark matter aware? Is the sun in the sky aware? What denotes awareness? Some people think, which I also do, that the foundation of the universe is consciousness. The entire universe is aware. Before the Big Bang, consciousness existed. This is not the first time a universe was created, nor will be the last time. Like the incoming of breath and the outflow of breath, the universe comes and goes. Granted, it takes billions of years, but still, that is a blink of an eye for eternity. In this article, it described that even particles are alive and aware. These are part of a cosmic soup where everything is tied together. The entire universe is comprised of this soup. Imagine making a homemade soup. You blend it all together and combine milk or cream. Your family loves it. Now you can't take out a single ingredient. You can't. In the same way, there's a universal soup of consciousness which we are part of. It is quantum. It is beyond time and space. We always think in linear fashion. In the quantum world, the past, present, and future are melded together. There is a whole set of chaotic laws that we can't even conceive. Man thinks that by using logic that they can understand the quantum soup, but it's beyond logic and rational thinking. Personally, I think the great mystics got a piece of the puzzle. Not the entire puzzle, but a piece of the puzzle contains the whole puzzle. It's like a hologram. A small piece contains the entire piece of the puzzle. What if a person who meditates can be in a place where they are receptive to the inner light inside? Imagine this light is the same light as the quantum universe. Everything is a part of this light. E equals mc squared. Everything is energy and light. Everything is alive and aware. Maybe, just maybe, a meditator can see and feel the quantumness of the universe. Maybe the laboratory of life exists inside of us. Maybe we are created to find and discover this inside of ourselves. Personally, I think we're in the beginning stages of development. While we still are babies in emotional development, we still fight and war with each other. We use our precious discoveries of the universe to make atomic bombs. We have a president who tweets, "My button is bigger than your button." A thin thread is holding a knife over our heads, and we are oblivious to it. I have great hope for the future. I feel that scientists and the world inside will lead the way for humanity. Just think, when a scientist truly begins to open the door inside, they will begin to operate at a deeper level. They can embark on the scientific discoveries of the inner and the outer. Both of them will lead to the same place. Life is a mystery. Both the scientists and the mystic are embarking on an incredible journey. The light particles that a mystic sees are the same light particles that a scientist uses in CERN, Switzerland. Both of them are in different laboratories. One is outer and the other is inner. Personally, I think the mystic has an advantage. The human body is wired for this experiment. The human body has 5 senses, which there are 5 internal senses within. The human being can learn how to become aware of the consciousness of the universe. A human being is hardwired for this experience. Yet most of the time, the car is sitting in the garage. The garage door needs to be opened, and you must back out the car and take it for a spin. Humanity is just beginning to understand to open up the garage door within. When they do, scientists will go in another completely different level. There, the universe can show humanity gifts we could never imagine. You see, without kindness, the universe will only show you so much. It'll be like handing a small child an atomic bomb. They wouldn't know the damage what it could do. We are in that state. Without humanity becoming a kind man, we will never progress to our true potential. You see, the universe is kind and aware. The universe is love and compassion. Become like the mystic and discover your true nature. You are the universe. You just don't know it. We are all custom designed by God. Yesterday, I heard an interesting interview with Bruce Lipton. He is a scientist and has a fascinating story to tell. He wasn't interested in God, religion, or anything spiritual. His passion was science and biology. He was studying the structure of cells. One day, he discovered that our cells have antennas embedded on the surface of the cells. We have trillions of cells, and each cell had this antenna. He thought to himself, mind you, I'm paraphrasing what he said. He asked himself, what are these antennas for? For what purpose do we have for them? In the real world, he thought of a TV set. You have an antenna which receives signals from a broadcast. You can change the channel and a different TV program will appear on the screen. At this point, it gets extremely interesting. Somehow, he has an epiphany that our awareness and consciousness is being broadcast from God or the quantum field. Each one of us has unique signatures. He realized that the body will die, yet our essence is always the same. We can never die. Our essence is eternal. To his amazement, he discovered that God exists inside of us. The treasures exist inside. We are hardwired to discover the universe within. Imagine all this took place within 5 minutes. From that point on, his goal was to discover his true nature. The clues are there in plain sight. Bruce then, as a scientist, began to use the lab within to discover his true nature. In the interview, Bruce said that some Jesuits said that, give me a child for 7 years, and I will tell you how the child will grow up. The first 7 years, a child will pick up the good, bad, and ugly. A child's brain is theta, which everything external gets sucked in from 0 to 7 years old. This goes directly into our subconscious. Now, imagine that we live our lives 98% of the time from our subconscious. Our subconscious drives our life. This means that our lives are being driven from our early childhood. While pursuing ourselves and discovering our true nature, we live most of our lives driven by our subconscious. We react like leaves blowing in the wind. Our body is so entwined with our subconscious that we react automatically without being aware. Imagine our subconscious is like a hard drive. It has tons of data stored from the ages of 0 to 7. When an event occurs, the subconscious will go instantly to the hard drive and it knows how to react. Notice, we are oblivious to what's going on. This is mankind to a T. We have been fighting for so long. The world is on fire. People flame each other on Facebook. We have a president who tweets whatever comes to his mind. Humanity is on the verge of a major breakthrough. The signs that we were built to discover are all around us. We have all the instruments inside of us to discover our true nature. We are about to go from me to we, which is the title of this book. Imagine every single person on earth is hardwired to discover we all came from the same place. We are all family, regardless of race, color, or creed. Our true nature is kindness. Our true nature is love and compassion. We are all a spark of the divine. We are the universe. We just don't know it. These are exciting times. You hold a piece of the puzzle of life inside of you. You can change and discover your true nature. Millions of people are waking up. Recently, science and religion are really talking about the same thing. Discoveries that Bruce saw are major scientific breakthroughs for all of us. Bruce saw in a flash of light that we are being broadcasted from the quantum field. We have our name that God knows and the universe knows. Every human life is special. With our free choice and free will, we can, moment by moment, be on a conscious journey to discover our true essence. Ponder this over. Let's continue how a human being is hardwired to find God. Many scientists think that a part of our DNA is multidimensional and quantum. We contain the blueprint of God inside of us. From this blueprint, a human being is created. We are created in the image of God. When I was young, I loved to study the great wisdom from India. I still do. The Indians have a theory that everything we do and say is recorded into an energy frequency. This energy frequency can be read in some part of time in the future. There are people who will fine-tune themselves to be able to read the Akashic records from another person. Now recently, many people think that in our DNA, we have a multi-dimensional DNA which contains the blueprint of God. Now imagine in this blueprint contains the entire essence of the universe and the essence of your soul's journey in the universe. You are eternal. You can never die. Your body will. Many people are discovering this concept and learning how to mine the Akashic record for themselves. Can you imagine how incredible that would be? It means that you could stop any diseases coming your way. You would be in tune with God and listen to the wisdom that lies within. You could bring back all the positive attributes you have learned on your magnificent journeys in life. A person could tap into the future and bring back wisdom such as inventions that would help our fellow man. From that state, it would be easy to go from me to we. If we could consciously tap into the oneness and blueprint of the universe. As you can see, the car is sitting in the garage gathering dust. The car is meant to be driven on the freeway of life. Moment by moment, we can drive our car and gather a greater understanding of why we are alive. We spend most of our lives in a survival mode. We spend most of our times living by our habits and subconscious. Imagine we're literally hardwired to discover our true essence. Yet, so many humans are oblivious to this fact. You see, we have free will and free choice. The entire universe lives by this law. At times I think, well, maybe human beings shouldn't have free choice and we would come into this world and never forget our true nature. Peace would always prevail on earth. Anger and war would not exist. Heaven would be on earth. Yet, life is a grand adventure. We come into this world to discover our true nature and to help transform this world from darkness to light. It's a cosmic game. This isn't the first time this game has been played. For time immemorial, this game has been played through the universe and countless other universes. The entire universe is watching us and cheering for us. They are rooting us on. We have incredible coaches that help and assist us. Yet, they can't take a single step for us. You see, each of us has to play the game without any steps taken by another being. These are exciting times. We as humanity is going from me to we for thousands of years because of thinking. It's all about me. We have fought countless wars. We're living in an era where this is changing right before our eyes. Ponder this over. You are hardwired to discover God. You contain within your DNA the blueprint of God. For over 5,000 years, the Indians have discovered flower petal-shaped vortexes of energy lying across 7 different areas on our spinal column. These chakras are definitely directly connected to the endocrine system of glands. These chakras are responsible for distributing energy through the body. When there is a blockage, disease will occur. In our next chapter, we will talk about the Chinese discoverer of meridians. I won't go through the specifics of each chakra. Here's a general overview of each one. The following information came from color-meanings.com. The root chakra. The Sanskrit word for this chakra is Muladhara chakra. Mul means root. The chakra colors associated with the root chakra is red, The root chakra defines our relationships to Earth. It impacts our vitality, passion, and survival instincts. The red chakra colors are also indicative of our need for logic and order, physical strength, and sexuality, as well as the fight or flight response when faced with danger. The sense of smell in the human body is connected to the root chakra. The gland to which the root chakra is affected is the gonads. The sacred chakra, the chakra colors associated with the sacral chakra is orange. This chakra relates to the water element in the human body. The chakra colors are orange, which impacts sexuality, reproductive function, joy, desire, and even creativity, compassion for others. The sense of taste is associated with the sacral chakra. Glands and organs impacted by this chakra include the lymphatic system, female reproductive organs, large intestine, pelvis, and bladder. The solar plexus chakra. The Sanskrit words for this chakra is Manipura chakra, which literally translates to city of jewels. Thus, the solar plexus chakra is the personal power chakra that is responsible for one's personal and professional success. The chakra colors, yellow, of this energy vortexes are associated with fire, energy, change, etc. This element of fire, when balanced and harmonious, allows one to feel more confident, cheerful, and energetic, along with the right amount of respect for self and others. Our sense of sight is associated with the solar plexus chakra. The glands or organs associated with the solar plexus chakra are the adrenal glands. The heart chakra. Anahata chakra, or the heart chakra, is associated with the chakra colors green. This chakra influences our relationships and has the air element. A weak heart chakra is responsible for sabotaging the relationships through distress, anger, and envy, etc. The sense of touch is impacted by the heart chakra, and the glands connected to it are the thymus and lymph. The throat chakra. The Vishuddha chakra refers to our true voice. As the name suggests, the throat chakra, with its chakra colors blue, is associated with the ability to communicate, listen, etc. The glands to which the throat chakra is attached are the esophagus, ears, throat, thyroid, jaws, teeth, and neck vertebrae. The etheric element of the throat chakra, when balanced, allows an individual to have pleasant voice, artistic abilities, expressive ways, and also ability to be in a higher place spiritually. The individuals with a balanced throat chakra are able to meditate well and use their energy efficiently and artistically. The third eye chakra, the Anja chakra, literally translates to center of knowing or monitoring. This chakra is associated with the chakra colors indigo and is connected to the pineal or pituitary gland. Those with a well-balanced brow chakra can have telepathic abilities, charismatic personality, and they often do not have any fear of death. The element of electricity or telepathy, along with the chakra colors of indigo, are associated with our sense of thought. The crown chakra. This chakra is known as Sahasrara chakra in Sanskrit and is associated with the chakra colors of violet or purple. The crown chakra is associated with the pituitary gland, nervous system, and the brain and head region with its elements of light. In its balanced state, this chakra can render individuals the ability to perform miracles, transcend the laws of nature, and have a heightened awareness of death and immortality. Now, according to the great masters and mystics, the journey begins at the base of the spine. There lies the Ida and the Pingala nerve. Imagine a column called the Sushumna, which is not physical, which goes from the bottom of the spine. Here's a definition of the Sushumna from Wikipedia. Sushumna, very gracious, kind, runs along the spinal cord in the center through the 7 chakras. Under the correct conditions, the energy of Kundalini is said to uncoil and enter Sushumna through the Brahma Dwara or Gate of Brahma at the base of the spine. The Shiva Shamanta Treaty on Yoga states, for example, that out of 350,000 nadis, 14 are particularly important, and among them, the 3 just mentioned are the 3 most vital. It seems to me that God hardwired each individual human being, to help discover his true nature. The journey begins at the base of the root chakra. Here, the consciousness of me, and me reside. The human being is existing in a state of survival mode. The goal in life is to master each chakra and ultimately arrive at the crown chakra and enter its doors. At this state, one will realize that I am the universe. We are all one. This is our true state of existence. We are all one huge, gigantic family. Each one is responsible for discovering our true nature. The world would be in a better place if we all did this. Ponder this over. So you think that you are hardwired to find God? Maybe in time. Maybe it's time to use your inner key to start the engine.
I hope you enjoyed this audiobook. If you're just starting to learn how to meditate, this should give you a starting foundation. Take your time. Take one step at a time. Don't expect instant results. The changes in the beginning are subtle. In fact, you never know how far you have traveled on this path. Remember, there is no destination. Smile at life. Laugh at it. Don't take life so seriously. Live life as a child. Learn from your mistakes. We all make them. This is how we grow. Meditation will teach you how to live in the center of the hurricane. The winds can be swirling all around, yet you reside in the center where it is calm. Remember, whatever activity you do, you can focus on your breath. This is how you stay centered. This is how you can be in the center of the hurricane. As I said before in the beginning, you meditate on the universe. After some point in time, the universe starts to meditate on you. Just enjoy this ride in life. This life is meant to be enjoyed. You were created to laugh at life. When a curveball comes your way, don't freak out. Stay centered. You can overcome any obstacle. You can tame your mind. You can be best friends with your mind. It is a matter of attitude and effort. The glass is half full. You can fill the glass up with the water of life. It is endless and boundless. Start to educate yourself. Expand outside of your box. Explore new ideas. Be exciting in learning new things. Make small baby steps in all areas of your life. Learn how to take care of your mind, body, and soul. Educate yourself on the power of food as medicine. Exercise daily. Make small changes, not huge leaps. If you fall, just dust yourself off and continue this journey. Remember, it's 2 steps forward and 1 step backwards. This is how we learn. Mistakes are a part of life. I've been a software engineer for many moons. Every day you make mistakes coding. Well, you just fix them. You don't freak out. Same thing in life. You learn from your mistakes. Remember, meditation is probably the most practical thing you can do. All aspects of life stem for it. Unfortunately, we are probably brought up that it's a weird thing to do. Well, weird or not, you do have a hidden jewel that lies inside. It's your free will and free choice to discover your true nature.